Hi, welcome to Discern. I'm Courtney, and I'm so happy to be with you today. Joining us is Nick Pitts. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Courtney. So great to be with y'all again.
Good to see you. We're talking all things digital this week, and today we're talking about the Metaverse, which scares me to death. We've got this Wired article, news story, that said Microsoft described its $68.7 billion takeover of gaming studio Activision Blizzard, a move that would have usually been interpreted as the Xbox maker simply expanding in the gaming sector as a way to create the building blocks for the metaverse. What's most striking about the buzz around the metaverse is that everyone claims to be building it, Nick, but no one knows what it really will be or what it should look like and whether people will even want to use it. Nick, break this down for us. Tell us what the metaverse even is.
Great question, Courtney. And it's been said that the metaverse is going to be, it's a convergence of two very familiar concepts. It's the digital life, one, and then two, it's virtual reality. And so it's those two concepts coming together in order that we might live and move and have our avatar being in this digital world. And to a certain degree, we've been slowly...
Nick?
Yeah?
I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'm very stressed.
Well, there's no reason to be stressed right now because we're slowly making our way into it right now with certain products. So, for example, many of our viewers are probably on a Peloton of some sort. Now, a Peloton is a type of metaverse light, one might say, in that you're interacting with thousands of people on this fitness platform, and you're competing with them and encouraging them in such a way that it might be for the betterment, one, of your physical health, but also two, you're building up this online persona. We've seen this with social media easily, this digital life that's beginning to take on a new life, one might say. And so we're starting to see these first steps when it comes to the metaverse. And I would say that it's only going to be exponentially increased in speed as we're seeing some of these mergers like Microsoft, Sony last month, and now Take-Two.
It's a wild frontier. And I will say that one thing that helps me calm down a little bit is to think about how we felt before the internet when everyone was saying, it's the super information highway coming. And it was like, well, what is that going to be? And now we've found ourselves with the internet, but it's going further and further. There seems to be a lot of red flags about how we can experience this virtual reality and create these personas. Can you help us unpack this a little bit more? How are we going to navigate this?
Yeah, this is navigating this is going to be very similar to how we've often navigated new areas. We're wanting to instill the same character that's necessary here in actuality and virtual reality. What we're seeing is that the metaverse is going to offer individuals the invitation in which they can live, move, and and have fun to a certain degree in this digital world. But at the end of the day, it's still the very same character that is required of them in the real world is going to be controlling their digital avatar in this virtual reality world. And so, yes, there are new challenges. For example, there's new challenges in that it gives you the appearance of, yes, you're alone controlling this digital avatar in the metaverse, but also it opens up an opportunity for individuals from very far away to be close to that digital persona. And there are some ethical dilemmas that could come from that. And we've already seen some problematic issues that have arisen from this. But at the end of the day, the very same principles that apply here in the real world are also going to be just as necessary in this digital world.
I appreciate what you're saying. It often feels like, as a parent, that we can only progress so far in understanding these digital things, and our kids come up behind us knowing way more. And so how, I'd feel overwhelmed by how to protect them and not just take away the whole thing.
Yeah, I completely agree. There's often a phrase that and it's easy for me to say this, and it's often hard, I know, for many parents to try to think through this. And the reality is that we've always, with parenting, we've never wanted to prepare the road for our child. We've always wanted to prepare our child for the road. We're moving in a world in which, yes, it's always been new. There's always been newness that's happened here in the American experiment, because innovation has thrived and it has changed the world in new ways over and over again over the past 200 years. Think about parents that were letting their kids leave the farm to go off into the big city during the Industrial Revolution. Think about parents letting their kids go off to college, to be one of the first in the family to go off to continue their education. We come from a long line of parents that are releasing their children, but before they release their children, not knowing the road that they're going to be traveling, have done everything they can to inculcate the Spirit of Christ and godliness and integrity inside of them, so they might not just be able to exercise the right, but they might be able to ask themselves, what is the duty to my country? In such a way they might walk humbly with their God, and then also seek to do justice and to show mercy.
All right, Nick, you're encouraging me, and you're also making me feel very nostalgic for the days when I could send my kids down a farm road to school.
But now the good news is you have Find My Friends, so you can follow them while they're on the road as well.
Now I can never let them go.
Exactly.
It's a mother's dream. Thank you, Nick.
So great to be with you, Courtney.
Thank you, Nick, for helping us unpack all things Metaverse. We will continue talking all things digital this week. We'll see you next time on Discern.